Silence your cell phones now.
Okay, well, if you want to go through worse, you will start with me.
Well, yeah, because me, Lee Sketch, and Q went, so I'm gonna give you a turn.
Okay,
start with you.
Okay, here's the case. So y'all know I like movies, so I watch.
I want to do him first,
Mr. 100.
You might want to build up to him.
Okay, you know what? You're right. We'll start with we'll start with Lee Sketch. You have 7 worst.
I do. I have 7 worst.
Hold on. Oh, we doing worst movies?
Yes. And I know you got some gas you want to talk about, so I'll.
Oh yeah.
Let me clarify this. Are we about to just go down this list and do whatever rants we got?
Y'all getting one rant from me for this movies. I'm only doing one.
You are free to do rants.
I don't really have no crazy rants. I just want to know if we want to go down our list and then we all going to convert at the end, or just say what we think about our movies. Like said movie.
I was going to let you go down your list. If you want to say something about your movie, you can. But yeah, like you say your whole, pretty much what we did with the album. You say your whole list and then we go to the next.
Cool. All right, cool. So this is, I don't want to say it's not really in an order, but just say it goes from the worst to best range. This is not necessarily a exact number or whatever. So I have Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
For obvious reasons. Do I really have to go through this again? Space Jam. I don't need no other reason than I was old enough to remember the original Space Jam.
She ain't like the Roger Rabbit.
No thanks.
What the Rabbits doing to Roger Rabbit.
They were killing it. They were killing it.
Yeah, like that Flavor Year beat with the Rabbits doing the Roger Rabbit. She said, check out.
Notorious P.I.G. He was like, don't you ever.
And I was like, all right, because what's happening here? There were so many what's happening here moments in this movie. And I was just like, all right, because we didn't need this. Home Sweet Home Alone. Now, this is the
honorable mention?
No, these are wild words.
Oh shit, I'm about to say.
Listen, this is the only movie in my best and worst list that I did not see the entire movie all the way through. I saw enough of this movie to know it was utter nonsense and we should stop doing Home Alone movies.
Yeah.
This kid was obnoxious. He had a punchable face. I hated the plot. It was all bad. You mean to tell me, let's just talk about this for a second. You mean to tell me you decided you was going to destroy your parents' house?
Talk about the gun line, boss.
Because with these ridiculous ass traps, like, bro, we were talking about all the time about Marvin Harry should be dead. These people should be dead. Okay. Because you was ear hustling and heard these people say something about an ugly. You thought they called you ugly. They was talking about a doll, but they was going to sell you. Why the fuck and who the fuck are they selling you to if you ugly? This makes sense. So then he gets upset and was just like, sell me, and decides to set up traps. And they want to sneak in the house to try and find the doll, when all this could have been resolved if you had just rung the fucking doorbell and say, hey, did you take our ugly ass doll? And he say, no, you lying. I'm calling your mama. Be in. That's all the roll credits. Like, I hated it.
You don't know what 2nd Street.
And then the end, when they do finally find the doll, we gotta have this ridiculous save scene and everybody's homies at the end. Fuck that. And fuck this movie. Sorry, I did have a rant.
You can watch Home Alone again on Disney Plus.
Bruh.
I'm glad I didn't get that movie the time of the day.
That movie got on my nerves. I was like, what? Every time, I swear, I was like, what the fuck? Like, several times in this movie, I was just like,
if you don't get tired of saying that, go check out Artemis Fowl.
I'm good, bro.
I was gonna ask, which one is worse, Artemis Fowl?
Honestly, she didn't see Artemis
I didn't
Fowl.
see Artemis Fowl.
That movie was pretty
I
foul.
heard enough bad about it from y'all that I was just like, I'm not gonna waste my time.
That movie was bad.
All right, so next on my list is Woman in the Window.
Is that the Amy Adams, Anthony Mackie
Yes.
love story?
Would never believe it.
Yeah, I would never believe that.
This movie was utterly ridiculous.
Amy Adams and Anthony Mackie.
Exactly.
Yo, they just hired black.
Process, beloved.
It was like, let me just hire this black man. Who available? Anthony Mackie.
Captain Africa America.
When I tell you, it's like, could they have any less chemistry? Any? What?
They couldn't even drive a car together, right?
It's ridiculous.
Not Tupac.
Shut up, yo. Don't start.
Not Lois.
But yes, this movie was not good. I got to like near the end, it was just like I can't do it no more, and I had to just go read what happened.
That's a bad movie.
Take it no more. All right, so next we have Halloween Kills. Look,
Y'all saved me from that movie.
That's on my list too.
My husband loves the Halloween movies, but we could have done without this one. It was just like gratuitous gore. Everybody was making stupid decisions. That old man died. The old man from the asylum died for no reason. It was just ridiculous. It was, even for a horror movie. No thanks.
It's sad because the first one was really good.
Don't remind me.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna switch these two because we're at the absolute worst. So next I have US versus Billie Holiday. I honestly
Just a little look out for black folks, but she's not gonna put that first.
Loyal.
Loyalty.
No, it was first, and it was first when we did the mid-year. That was definitely my number one bad movie when we did the mid-year review. I just, I'm pretty sure we already expressed our feelings about this when we did that review. It was disappointing. Like, y'all could have just remade Lady Sings the Blues for all of this, because this was ridiculous. But I have to put F Not at number one, because they sent them Negroes to space in the hoopty, and I hate it. Okay, I hate it. Come on.
It was paying homage to Homeboys in Outer Space.
I'm good, bro.
Show I ain't like that. There's no
I
like
will
that.
take a hard pass. Flex don't make good decisions a lot of the time, so leave that alone.
Need us, Mr. Diesel.
So yes, I've had about all I can handle of Tyrese hollering in movies.
I think we all had enough of Tyrese, period.
Period, yes.
Oh,
So
you didn't see the
Wait, isn't he? He's in a Marvel film. He's in a Marvel project. Isn't he?
No, he's in a Sony movie. He's not in a Marvel.
I was about to say he's in a comic book. Oh, well, yeah, it's Morbius. That nigga. That is Marvel, man.
He's a movie.
Nah. It ain't MCU. It is Sony.
I knew it was about to be bad. Like, he knew he had to know it was getting bad when he made a plea on social media, like, I need a social media manager. No shit, Sherlock, what do you mean? I just can't take no more Tyrese, okay? He's not the only reason this movie was ridiculous, but he's one of the top reasons this movie was ridiculous.
Check out Black and Blue.
No, I'm not watching Black and Blue. I'm
Okay.
not
Just cancel that one.
I watched that a couple months ago.
I'm vetoing it. No, I won't do it.
I was just like, oh, this man here.
I was gonna watch that movie until I found out Tyrese was in it.
It ain't bad. I'll leave it at that.
It's just Tyrese. It's like
I'm done. Y'all can move on.
All right, let's do Q Flow the Rookie next.
All right.
All right, well,
Moment
he came in
I've been
as
waiting on.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. All right. Space Cowboy.
Right.
So here we go. Top 5 worst movies. At honorable mention, I got The Little Things. Now,
An honorable mention.
That's wild.
yes, because for one, I will gladly watch this movie I will give this movie another run before any of these other films on this list.
Yeah, he said
Fair.
Dr. Umar any.
Fair.
So yeah, it's honorable mention. I mean, Denzel and Denzel. Listen, man, all the classics he's given us, he's allowed to miss one. All right.
He missed more than one.
Yeah, well, see, I mean, Denzel stumbled like a lot, but you know, see, he's just Denzel.
All right, yeah, but still.
Watch the Mighty Quinn and come back and talk to us.
All right, so that's honorable mention. At number 5, Halloween Kills. Same reason. I mean, I'm not a big slasher guy, but I just felt like there were a lot of dumb mistakes made in this movie, such as giving him his mask back and all that, like not taking the knife and football throwing it somewhere. It's just like, all right. And then for some reason, like he gets his powers, quote unquote, back, and he's like an MMA fighter now, just blocking the attacks, and it was a mess. That poor man died for no reason. It wasn't even him. Jamie Lee Curtis was just a cameo in which is virtually her own film. So it was just like, come on. At number 4, I got Black Widow. This movie I think was a victim of lateness. Like they should have dropped this
and other things.
But like I feel like it would have been more tolerable had it dropped before Infinity War and all that.
Yeah.
So, you know, that is what it is. At number 3, I got Fast 9. It's just self-explanatory.
It really is. Watch
At number 2, I got The Green Knight.
That was bad.
You watched that?
I didn't see that.
Cause I heard excellent things about that movie.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Don't count. Look, you watched that? Stop playing.
Here's the thing.
Dad, what?
This movie, okay.
Every time some bad shit go, I love it.
Theatrically, sure, it might have been cool, but the main character pissed me off. So he was the biggest bitch in this film. I swear to God, this dude was the whole film.
You loving this word today?
I was so mad. I'm just like, yo, he is a bitch. Like, get him out of here, yo. You do not deserve to be at King Arthur's table. Get out of here. You're his nephew at that. Go away. That's
why I'm surprised you were. Okay, can I say something?
Yeah.
I did not think of it. I know your point is for us to converse, right?
Yeah.
I did not think that was the movie you were going to play at number 2. I really thought you was probably going to go House of Gucci.
House of Gucci was great. What?
I
thought you said you.
Yeah, I remember Q saying he liked it.
I missed
like
that
House
part.
of Gucci.
Peel was been tearing that movie apart.
Oh my God! And you know what? That's going in my good list. I forgot I saw. That's what I saw. Yes, I love that movie. That movie was.
You're the first person I heard that said they liked it.
You know, Q like money. That's why. Q bougie.
Me and Dallas, we like that film. Lady Gaga's a really good actress to me.
That was the only
she
thing
is.
that people said was a bright spot. They was like, Lady Gaga was good.
Yeah, you know what it is? I remember Swag saying, weren't you saying Adam Driver has a punchable face?
I said Topher Grace. Well, Topher Grace definitely got a punchable face.
I thought you said Adam Driver too.
I think it was because he was playing a racist, and I was like, yeah, I could see myself punching him.
He made me so mad in that film, but no, I like that movie.
Bruh,
I forgot I seen it, so that's
I just gotta
definitely
say the clips I seen of Jared Leto.
He transformed.
It's like he's trying to go Christian Bale Vice.
It's to me, I'm Mario.
I forgot that was Jared Leto watching the film. We walked out of the theater.
How did you possibly do that?
I think he did look different.
Yeah, we walked out.
He looked different, but that accent.
Honestly, look, the last time I seen Jared Leto, he was Joker. So like,
okay, yeah, that was
we walked out. I saw the poster, and she was like, "Where's Jared Leto?" And I'm like, "Oh, he was the cousin." But nah, yo, I like.
But I'm sorry,
I
don't want to derail any further.
I'm sorry, but Green Knight. Listen. Y'all know why I'm here, man. Number 1, The Matrix 4.
He dropped something. You heard that?
Listen, I need permission to use the N-word at least twice. All right.
Sure.
Because this movie pissed me off. All right.
Speaking of paid pass.
The Matrix 4 was such a terrible film, bro. First of all, it was they pay homage. They didn't pay homage. They recycled all 3 movies. All right. It literally opens up with The Matrix 1. The scene from The Matrix 1. Trinity on the phone, cops running upstairs. The only difference is Agent Smith, who was talking to the cops, was Morpheus 2.0 instead. And I'm like, well, what the hell is he doing here? He's not an agent. He's Morpheus 2.0. But it was line for line, frame for frame,
bar for bar,
exact scene, bar for bar, the same exact scene. And then because they were watching it from The Matrix, they were watching it from a different point of view. That's how they tried to say, oh, well, it's not really the same. It's literally the same scene. And I'm just like, okay, cool. This is how we're opening up. Fine, whatever. Trinity, I forgot. She looks great. All right, she looks great. That's that. I'll give her that. She actually wasn't bad in this film. But still, whatever. So then we get to Neo. He's a video game developer, and all 3 Matrix movies are it's his video game. All right. Everybody's all asking, oh, that's who you made Trinity off of, blah blah blah, and because he's in the coffee shop and Trinity walks in, and I'm just like, oh my, what in the world?
What do you say? Yeah.
So no,
of
so
course.
no, so look, he's having panic attacks. He's having panic attacks, but really it's his mind trying to get him out of the Matrix and make him remember who he is. And it happens every time he get close to Trinity because Trinity's the one now. And I'm just like, yo, what am I watching? All right. Then you got this nigga make Morpheus 2.0 instead. You know how original Morpheus, welcome to the Matrix. This fool talk about welcome to the crib. I'm like, Lawrence Fishburne would never. All right. He would welcome to the crib. Shut up, man. Shut up. Welcome to the crib. Shut up. They reenact.
Working tonight, John?
They reenact.
Hey, yo, stop.
Yo, they gave him this bright ass crushed velvet suit with the glasses for all the fight scenes.
They gave him a Steve Harvey suit.
They gave him a Steve.
He got him a young kid collection.
Steve Harvey suit, nigga made him.
Long live Virgil.
I'm like, yo, what the heck am I watching? They done gave Neo the Force. He got a new power now. He got the Force. Neo was stone cold pussy in this film, all right? He ain't run no fades, getting beat up. The fight scenes were so predictable. So he fighting hipster. So Agent Smith turns out to be his fake boss. Whoever his boss was is the new Agent Smith. They literally reenacted the fight scene to the point where I called it. Neo got kicked into the wall. I'm like, oh my God, here come them punches. Y'all remember when he was doing the machine gun punches in Matrix 1 in the train station? I'm like, here come them punches. And sure enough, he doing them damn punches. I'm like, yo, why am I still watching this? To the point where I thought like at it got to the point where I'm like, how much do I have? And I'm only 45 minutes in. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Jada Pinkett Smith, she's back as Nairobi.
God.
They don't live in Zion anymore. They live in a place called Io.
They ain't ask her any questions, did they? Because she knows she's
crib?
gonna bring up some type of nonsense.
And Morpheus 2.0, he's not a. So you know how the Matrix is. You're human, but you plug up and you look different.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's just a straight program. He doesn't have no physical body outside of the Matrix. So they got like these nanobots. Because the machines, for some reason, are still angry at humans, but there's a few machines now that are on the side of humans, and they got like these nanobots. So that's how he talks to people, through the nanobot. Like the nanobots just turn into his body, so he talked to people that way. So then they're all, yeah, we gotta go save Trinity, blah blah blah. So who do they go get? Y'all remember the little girl from number 3?
No.
Well,
3 was pretty bad.
3 was terrible. Well, in number 3, there was a little girl. I forgot her name, and she's all grown up, and she's being played by Priyanka Chopra, Nick Jonas's wife from Quantico. Yeah, I love her. She's so beautiful. Yeah. She's being played by her. She did okay, but like, I was already pissed at the movie, so even her couldn't save it. The main villain was Neil Patrick Harris.
Why did they replace Neil Patrick Harris with the old guy from the previous movies?
So Neil Patrick Harris isn't the architect. He's called something else. Like, I forgot what he's called, the algorithm or something. I don't know. Some stupid computer.
We don't need no more algorithm names.
Algorithm.
But yeah, algorithm. But yeah, so Neil Patrick Harris, and he's literally a walking cheat code because he just keeps stopping time. I'm like, dog, what? So anyway, so the whole point was Neo and Trinity can't, like, they could get close to each other, but they can't, you know, it's like reverse Hancock when they get together.
So it's Hancock?
It's reverse Hancock. They get together and get powerful. So long story short, Neo, the main thing was like Trinity had to remember who Neo is. After that, boom, they powerful again. So now Trinity, she's the one as well. And the movie ends with both of them flying. They both can fly. She got all the powers as the one. They flew over to Neil Patrick Harris. It's like, we're about to take over the Matrix. And then they flew away.
Really?
And I'm just like, yo, this was terrible. And all the hipsters, oh man, it's for the thinkers. It's not for the ones who for action.
The J. Cole fans.
Yeah, right.
You need a certain type of intellect to understand.
This movie is terrible. For everybody asking where Lawrence Fishburne is, he got killed in the Matrix video game. And that's why he ain't here.
Off screen too, I think, right?
No, it wasn't off. You said what? Was it off screen? No, they showed the scene. This weird dude slithered out of a window and shot him.
Well,
Maxwell?
Huh?
No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
This dude slithered out of a window and shot Morpheus. And that's how Lawrence Fishburne was written out. A video game. It's not even a good game. It wasn't Enter the Matrix. It was Path the Neo, I believe, or an online game.
That's bad.
But this movie was terrible, yo. The dude, the Candyman, whatever his name is, stay away. All right, just stay away from any other iconic roles. They should have gave us.
You mean Ocean Master?
I don't think.
Welcome to the crib, yo. I swear to God, I wanted to throw my controller when you said that. Oh, so the thing too was like they kept forced like because Neil Patrick Harris, before we found out he was the villain, he was Neo's psychiatrist, and he kept giving him the blue pills to and he was calling it, you know, just medicine. It was called anxiety medicine, but it was the blue pills. I'm just like, yo, this movie, man. Oh my God, this movie was so terrible.
Wow.
It was so predictable. They brought back the Merovingian, the French dude from Matrix 2. Saw that coming. And he's not rich anymore. He's a savage. He got long hair. He looked dusty. You look dusty. You're not that cute. Like he looks all broken and busted, and he's mad at Neo and all that. Agent Smith ended up being on Neo's side for a quick second because he was happy that Neo brought back, like, Neo's bringing back the Matrix or whatever by remembering everything. So he's happy, you know. Oh, I'm about to be back. Blah blah blah. I'm Agent Smith. So it was just weird, man. Neil Patrick Harris really wasn't running no fades. He just kept stopping time and rewinding everything like Prince of Persia. And then Neo didn't run no fades, yo. He kept getting his ass kicked, and then he was like, you know what? Force. And I'm just like, yo, turn this off, man. He got his ass beat by Morpheus 2.0 in the training simulation.
It's almost like John Boyega in Star Wars.
Keanu Reeves kicks ass anymore.
Just give him a gun.
You know what's crazy? People were saying because he got the long hair, they're all, oh man, it's like watching John Wick. No, it's not. I see. At least John Wick might not throw no hands, but he was shooting people. Neo wasn't even shooting people. He kept getting his ass. He was getting his ass kicked.
I mean, John Wick get his ass kicked the whole movie too.
Yeah, he did.
But I seen John. Listen, I ain't seen him get. I'm telling you, it's not as bad as Neo was. This is Neo we talking about. He got every style downloaded in his head. He ain't run one fade. He kept getting his ass kicked. I seen John Wick. John Wick got a headshot kill count All right, like I'm
Take that
sorry.
girl from John Wick. The main guys asked me, he had to tell them to wait. Let me get back on my feet.
I mean, to be
See
fair,
the third one?
to be fair, John Wick did have like what he had a shot of whiskey, and he running off like 3 days of no sleep.
This movie happens over the course of a few days, don't it?
Yeah.
What's his fault?
Yeah. But Carrie Ann Moss, she did good, man. She wasn't really, you know what it was? She wasn't in it that much, and that helped her, because every scene she popped up in, she was cool. They had her, so she had lost her memory too, and she was, they turned her into a mom with kids and all that. But like her husband was a piece of shit. Her fake husband was a piece of shit. And when she was talking to Neo, she was like, "I swear to God, I want to kick him in the jaw." So when she got her memory back, first thing she did, kicked him in the jaw, because he ended up being reprogrammed and tried to fight her. So, and she looks good. Like, I mean, she looks the same. She ain't really aged that much. So. But besides that, man, this film was terrible. The main character, Bugs, she ass. Keep her away. All right, she trash. Her name Bugs. Shut up. God, man. Neil Patrick Harris was called the Analyst. There we go, the Analyst.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry.
That's it, man. That's it, man. This movie was terrible. This movie was terrible. And to all you hipsters out there, this was a think piece. Y'all ain't really understand. Shut up. It wasn't no damn think piece. They you know what's crazy? They roasted they were saying the same things. Matrix doesn't really need a fourth. They were saying stuff like that in the movie. So they knew this was just a money grab.
That's it,
money.
man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Look,
man.
I only got one bad movie.
That's it?
Yeah, and that's Mortal Kombat. That's my only bad movie that I got.
Oh my God, I forgot Mortal Kombat.
That was a very bad movie.
Put Mortal Kombat between Green Knight and Fast 9.
I'm let's we might as well get comfortable with Mr. A&E. You know how he likes to do his list. He likes to be let's just get ready. I hope you're ready, Mr. A&E.
Thorough.
Yes,
pass the
I'm
mic.
ready. See, no, expectations too high. Expectations too high. So, okay, these are my 10 honorable mentions of worst, which means I felt like, yeah, they really weren't that good, but they don't deserve a spot.
You got 10 honorable mentions?
Yeah.
A lot of movies this year.
That's
Mr. Hunnit. Mr. 300 over here.
Honorable mentions? Like,
I have 10 honorable mentions of that. These are movies that were, but they're not bad enough for me to put on the bad list. Because I think the bad list is like the shit that pissed me off. I don't want to go back to. I almost want to, stop paying this subscription money. That's kind of how I felt about these bad ones. But these 10 ones right here, it's like, okay, you can probably check them out. It's subjective. We can argue about it. So I'll just run down this real quick. American Skin, Snake Eyes, Red Notice, Spiral, Cherry, Harder They Fall, Malcolm and Marie, Coming to America, Old Black Widow.
So I agree with you on Black Widow. I don't think it was like terrible. It was just like, all right, this is not necessary.
Black
That's
Widow,
honestly why she was on the bottom of my list. It was like, it's not a horrible movie, but did I need it?
Black Widow was just like, here.
Yeah, that's how that's exactly how Disney felt.
Yeah. All right.
Basically, it was like, here, shit. That's what it should. It should have put that.
That's what Black Widow was. As that was a deep thought today, I was just like, the same thing I thought about American Skin. Like, Nate Parker had an idea. I just don't know if I like the way that.
I forgot all about that movie, to be honest.
I swear, it's like you tell me this every year. When we talk about these movies, you be like, I forgot about this shit.
That came out earlier this year, didn't it?
February.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And I know I probably the only one over here that watched it. So I was just like, he had an idea.
I think you're the only one that would tolerate a Nate Parker movie.
So fair. Said it with Snake Eyes. If y'all see the trailer, y'all seen the movie because they really revealed everything in the trailer. So
I hate movies like
I can't
that.
believe
I forgot Snake Eyes.
I can't believe you saw Snake Eyes.
including the post-credit scene.
What?
The
post-credit
post-credit
scene in
scene
the trailer.
is in the final trailer of Snake Eyes.
Hey,
Yo, that's hilarious.
Yo, fire your marketing team.
Yeah, exactly.
Just fire though.
Like I said, Spire was a decent take on Saw with Chris Rock and everything, so it wasn't really bad. But I was like, it could be done a lot better.
Right.
Malcolm and Marie, I think we could all agree.
That was stressful. It wasn't bad. It was just like, bro, I don't like the backstory of like, it was a white director using a black person to say what he really wanted to say. It was like, come on now, you ain't had to do that.
Cherry was like, okay, Tom Holland, I get you don't want to be known as Spider-Man for the rest of your life, but this movie don't help.
Oh no.
Coming to America, obviously, it's like, you know, I had higher praise for it, but it wasn't to the point like, oh my gosh, it's trash. It's just like, it's I wasn't the first one, but
y'all were roasting that movie a little too harshly. I was like, yo, it wasn't that bad.
It was pretty bad, but I think it was just good to make fun of.
Yes,
y'all was going Gertz on this movie. I was like, yo, it wasn't that bad, y'all.
I at least I can speak for me. Man in the mirror, I was.
And then I think we went and watched it again after that, and I was like, okay.
Old was, you know, Shyamalan, and
I watched it.
I did watch Old, but I watched it before I bought it, and I wanted to watch it with you. I bought it.
So why the fuck would you buy it?
So we can watch it together.
He is a movie collector.
Like, y'all gonna buy this?
Thank you.
He is a movie collector. I like.
So the best I can describe Old is like Signs. Either you're gonna like it or you're not, and I mean it's a far difference.
Honestly,
there's no
meaning
to me.
You don't have to describe Old as that. That's all M. Night Shyamalan movies.
No, it's not.
Besides The Sixth Sense
and Unbreakable
and Avatar.
And don't say Glass, because Glass is not one of the movies.
No, me and
Let's put it this way: all recent
the Superman punch.
That Superman punch is crazy.
All recent M. Night Shyamalan movies, besides Split, it's a one or the other. You either like it or you really don't.
Some of just really hate altogether. So yeah, that's what my honorable mention. So let's get into the worst. Right.
Deep breath.
Number 10. Everything Mortal Kombat put out this year.
You wait, what? I thought Mortal Kombat had a good one.
Mortal Kombat put out 2 movies this year, a live action and an animation one. They both suck. I said, how the hell y'all fuck up this bad twice in 1 year?
That's messed up.
Mortal Kombat, the live action one. After the opening scene, I was just like, what
the opening scene was nice. After that, I don't know what
I said, what the fuck? I said, you know, that what's his name? Cole.
I don't know. I don't know his name.
Designer.
I was just like, you know what? I don't even care about teaching Johnny Cage. He ain't saving this franchise. Reboot it again. Then they had Mortal Kombat Battle of the Realms, which was the sequel from the good animated one that came out last year. I was like, y'all had one job. Follow the story. What is it about Mortal Kombat that can't follow the story? And Boom put the story out there and said it's a tournament. How each movie did not have a tournament in it? That makes no sense. Here is the Mortal Kombat tournament. How did both movies skip the tournament?
Because they want you to come back.
You just triggered it.
Yeah, so that Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Battle of the Realms shares number 10 for me. Speaking of getting shit wrong, when y'all had the blueprint. Number 9, Injustice.
I'm glad I didn't see that because I heard so.
Oh my god!
Yo, Ed Boon just need to stop doing stuff because people just keep messing it up for him.
Once again, Ed Boon has to be in the corner just crying. That's why he didn't reveal no new games this year. You know why? Because he's fucking sick of this shit.
That's probably why. That's probably why.
Me and Swag was so excited to see this, and I know for me, Swag and Q, we all played the game. Q, I don't know if you read the comic books or not.
Comics were real good.
You had the story right there. All you got to do is just follow the story. They try to put 5 years of content in not even 90 minutes. 80 minutes.
Oh, no.
Y'all know how long a DC or Warner Bros. Animated movie is. 80 minutes long. It's an hour and 10 minutes, right?
Yep.
So, okay, you know.
With the credits, I'm guessing?
What the fuck ever. Okay. So, fine. I'm like, okay, cool. I thought it was gonna do like a part one like they did for, I don't know, Batman The Long Halloween. I don't know, like Batman Return. Like all the Batman shit gets 2 parts. Why not Injustice? No, they didn't want to do that. They said, you know what this movie needs? We need to. That first 5 years I read was great. We gotta do the first 5 years plus the end of Injustice movie. And oh, wait a minute, wait for it. We need Plastic Man. Why?
Why?
Why? Y'all had it. Y'all had me hooked. You had everybody. Y'all released it and y'all wet the bed. Warner Brothers Animation Studio this year wet the bed. And the stain is still there.
Sound like they shit the bed. The way
Yes.
you talk.
More appropriate.
Huh. Okay. Next up, Fast 9. Fast 9, obviously, I was not all for Homeboys going to space, but I wasn't all in for Juan Cena neither.
Hey, because listen, I ain't get into it, but after I talked about it, I was like, Juan Cena
Yeah.
was bothersome.
That's because he redeemed himself before the year went out.
Oh yeah, he redeemed himself, but if he didn't, I would have been like, yeah, this may be number 1, but it isn't for me. But Faye, y'all heard me, overrated about that. Next up, Tom and Jerry.
This is low.
Because I've seen.
You've seen a lot of movies, but this is low.
Tom and Jerry. I was just like, you know what? See, I knew when I seen the trailer this was not going to be good, but I wanted to give it because it was Tom and Jerry, right?
You knew when
But
you
then-
saw it was Tim's story. You
I
wasn't
knew
gonna
it.
be
I
good.
said, Tim's story. Me and Tim's story have a hate relationship. Okay,
He
and reason
does
for
not
that
make
is
good
because
movies,
Tim's
bro.
story literally ruined my Fantastic Four. Ruined them. And I be trying to give Tim's story luck because he's a black director. But I'm just like, bro, I'm putting you in that category with Lee Daniels right now. You're not doing it for me. I try to give him another chance, and what does he do? I say, okay, this is obviously nothing that I would recommend. I watch Tom and Jerry in secret. Anytime I know I watch a movie, then my son be like, yo, Dad, that wasn't that good. Because he like anything.
He really does. I've heard him say very little things, or this wasn't. I don't like this.
And he said Tom Jerry wasn't good. I said, yo, I think HBO Max is the best thing that happened to Warner Brothers this year. Because I don't know. I know that I wasn't paying for that one. Next up on the list, Halloween Kills.
I know this hurt your soul.
It did, because I was like, this was like, I don't know if y'all watched The Hobbit, but The Hobbit when the book, it only needed to be 2 movies, and they had to stretch it out for that third. And the one in the middle was just, just the bridge to get to the third one. That's what this was.
This is definitely that.
This was, all right, look, we don't want to finish out the story yet because we want to, make some more of that Michael money. So let's just stretch this motherfucker until we get the next year.
Yeah.
And then that's like what it was.
Basically.
And I was like, well, you fucked up.
This is
Y'all like because the goal is to bring swag to see these movies, okay?
Yep.
I call it casual. And when you put shit out like this, then now I gotta go through all the work and put it back in Halloween class and teach them to sell them all over again. That shit hard to do, all right? That's why I even calling about Scream. I said, fuck it.
Listen, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it to myself.
I was about to say, I need one of y'all, because one of my friends is a horror movie buff, and he's saying Scream was heat. And I'm like,
Yeah, I heard it from Kat, and she's very particular about horror films. She said
Scream 5 was good?
Yeah.
Okay. But they ain't Halloween Kills. So that's
Sadly. I saved myself. You guys saved me from watching that.
They saying Scream just dethroned Spider-Man at the box office.
Really?
I mean, there's only 2 movies in the box office that people wanted to see this year. So
I'm about to say, yeah. So, well, we'll see what's going on with that. Next up, I have the United States vs. Billie Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't like the direction it was going in, and I did not like the tone of the movie. I like Adria Day; she did a great job as Billie Holiday.
Good. I just did not like the way the movie was done.
But yeah, I think it just could have been done a lot better. And you know how I am about my biopics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and
we already had a perfectly fine Billie Holiday biopic.
Well,
I'd
rather have Adria Day than Diana Ross. I'm sorry.
And that's what I'm saying. You have a viable actress, but a decent story. Everybody and their mama want to do remakes now anyway. Just remake the damn movie. Sorry.
Oh yeah, and by the way, this came out on Hulu. Oh, nobody knew.
Nobody did know at all, bro.
I was online looking for reviews. None of my reviewers or black reviewers did this movie. You know, if Grace Randolph don't do this movie, something wrong with it.
Yeah, Grace Randolph see everything.
You know, because swear you already know she be swinging in from the swing like Captain Hook when it comes to social justice movie. she come right on there talking about you need to love the black woman, and I'm like, okay, this movie sucked. I'm sorry, and she didn't review it. Yeah, no, I know I was in for something else. Next up, Thunder Force.
Whew, so glad I didn't see it.
Another.
He tried to cut it on. It was like serotonin.
I said, if you want to add something to your bad list for the Balls podcast, let's watch Thunder Force, and you know her screen went black, and she just found out. That's how that joke. I said, "Oh, she in sleep mode." I said, "Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna cut this joint off and watch something good." You know what I'm saying?
You just heard the Windows tone. Doo-doo.
Exactly. That's what happened.
I meant to.
And I kept pushing that side button for it to come, put my lock screen code in, and it wasn't coming on. The charger wasn't nothing was there. I was like, all right, I gotta wait till morning.
Oh god.
So Thunder Force, you know, it's another Melissa McCarthy movie, and I gave it a shot because one, it was about superheroes, and it had Octavia Spencer in it. So I figured,
should Octavia Spencer be a straight man though?
I figured she could pull Miss McCarthy up from her.
You know what? I'm sorry, not even to stop.
Okay.
Before we even get to Octavia Spencer being a straight man, I feel like we should just put an embargo on movies that come out of the Falcone household. If Melissa McCarthy is acting in it,
yeah,
and Ben Falcone is directing it,
that's true.
Just
stop it. Stop it.
You know,
get some help.
Right there.
You were absolutely right. But see, the thing is,
every time it's her and him.
But see, Falcone and Octavia Spencer did the help. Now I know how you feel about. No.
I didn't say. I said when it's him and his wife. Stop it. He can work with whoever else he wants to. She can work with whoever else she wants to. But the two of them, because they got to be talking in the bed and be like, you know what, this would be a good idea. And there's nobody there to, like, you know, be the buffer.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. Don't do that. Go ahead. Sorry.
So I was just like, okay, I hashtag did what I usually do and gave it a chance. I shouldn't have, but I did. And I was just like, maybe I could get somebody to watch it with me so we can roast it. When you can't get nobody to watch shit with you to roast it, and I was like, well, all right, well, there you have it. Thunder Force. And I swear, it's like Jason Bateman just smells bad movies, don't he? And he's like, you know what? He just sniff it. He just finds me over to talk about some, hey, what y'all doing today? And you know what?
But you know what? That's so funny you say that because we was literally watching Game Night earlier today.
Yeah.
Still cracking up.
I mean, Game Night had a scene or two that it could have went the other way. That could have been a bad movie.
Fact.
Yeah, it did. It did. So, and I was like, thank God.
Thank God it did. So, fair enough to that one. Next up, the little things. I'm so disappointed in Denzel, Ronnie Malek, and even Jared Leto.
Was the acting good, at least?
The acting was fine because they're in there being their Academy Award winning selves.
Okay.
With nothing to do.
That's problematic.
It's like, what if you took say if you took LeBron, Kobe, and Jordan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you put them on a soccer field. What the fuck they gonna do? They're gonna try. They're gonna try to hit the ball. They're gonna try to have a goal, but they ain't no court. They're not balling right now.
That may be one of the best analogies I've ever heard in my life. Yeah. I'm gonna have to borrow that one. You better copyright it, because
I'm sorry. That's just how it was. You took these three powerhouse actors and you put them in this shit, and they were like, "Let's just try to see what we can do." And even at the end, when Ronnie Malek knew he was getting trashed, like at the end of the movie, Q, where you at?
I'm right here.
Okay, when they had to bury Jared Leto's body, right? Spoilers, who gives a fuck? And he was about to bury, and then look at Ronnie Malek had on his face, was just like, I'm trying to sell this right now, but I don't want to be here.
Yo,
that's summed up the movie right
did not
there.
Want to be here.
Look, was it as bad as Talia al Ghul's death in Batman in Dark Knight Rises?
That's just bad acting. Ronnie Malek was trying his hardest in that whole scene to give me 7. Man, it's just like like you want 12 or 13 right now because it's not working for it. He's trying his hardest in that one moment to sell this. Like he's trying to bring the movie all together, like bring it full circle.
Mm-hmm.
But he knows in his heart, why the fuck am I here? And Denzel knows, why are you here? Why am I here? And Jared Leto's just like, oh, you paying me, so I'm gonna method act my way through this. And I was just like, okay. And first of all, the way you think the movie is really about something else. And I'm like, okay, then so you killed them girls. You're gonna do PTSD. It's fine. What's all this Jared Leto shit we gotta go through? Literally, that's what it was like. Y'all put them in. Y'all just put them out their comfort zone. I'm just saying.
Spoiler alert.
Like they care. Y'all just sit there. Okay. Then my last 2, because I didn't know which ones I should put for one, the second, or first, stuff like that. But I'm putting Home Sweet Home Alone here. Okay. Because Home Alone Against, that's what it's called. Because it was on Disney Plus, and first of all, I was gonna watch it, but when they promoted like this is gonna be on Disney Plus, like check it out, I was like, oh, did y'all do something different? And I watched, I said, oh, y'all attempted to change the narrative, but y'all made it kind of worse. And anytime, parents are getting beat up by this kid because they just want to, help save their family from one foreclosure, I have a problem with that. Okay, because I am a parent. And fuck these kids. Like fuck them. That's how I felt this whole movie. It was distracting me from all the other bad shit that was going on in it. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to do all that. But my worst movie of 2021 is Without Remorse.
I knew it.
I swear. I'm like, yo, you know what?
Remind me what that was.
That's the Michael B. Jordan Jack.
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah.
When I say I did not know what everybody was talking about when they talked about Michael B. Jordan's acting, I found it in this movie. And I said, damn, why they gotta be right?
Listen, we've been trying to tell you, like, Michael B. Jordan has potential, but he does some stuff where I just be like,
yo, Michael B. Jordan, it's like now I'm starting to see him like this man do the same shit in every movie. One, hard breathing, muscle flexing, and angry talking. Like that's like the suit of Michael B. Jordan. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, you know what? Tom Clancy, like, why the hell did that name try to sell me, right? Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, you know what? Let me check this thing out because the trailer, and what you see in the trailer, I was like, here's the thing. What the trailer gives you just enough badassery to check the movie out. I'm like, wait a minute. That scene was as bad as I thought it was.
So, the trailer showed, it was just one scene in the trailer that was just terribly bad, in my opinion, is when he set the car on fire and then got in it. And I was like, how? What are you trying to prove?
At first, I was like, oh shit, it's a badass shit. Like, I'm either going down with you, or I'm gonna shoot him in the car so there's only no evidence, whatever the case may be. This man I'm like, okay, here come the scene. He go up in there, he go up in the car, he talk to this man and walk out. The man is all right.
Have a whole interview.
You know what I'm saying? The car, I'm like, wait, so what the follow-up here? You know what I'm saying? There isn't one. Then, of course, when they go on the mission, and I'm like, okay, what I need Amazon to do right now is turn on the lights because it was dark. He's dark. His co-stars are dark. I can't see shit. There's no lighting, and all I can see is the flashing from the guns. And I'm like, was it meant to be like this? Oh wait, no, we're having dialogue here. I can't see shit.
It's a dark artistic value.
Don't dare to me. And I was just like, man, look, Lauren London didn't need this after Nipsey passed because y'all just made her look even more useless in this movie. And I was like, y'all didn't give me a chance to care about her enough when she died. Sorry, spoiler alert, it's in the commercial. It's in the trailer.
They definitely did.
Look, if I had a woman that looked like Lauren London and she died, I'd be crying too.
That's why he had to be in that new Disney
Michael B.
movie.
Jordan just can't cry. He gotta do a non-audible scream and grab the sheets. And I was like,
yes.
Everything gotta be extra, but not extra intensive with him in these movies. I'm just like
to an R&B video.
Yes.
We just reenacting the any Carl Thomas song. Honestly, I was about to say emotional, but
Yeah.
he just,
Wish I never met her.
no. What was it? I'm emotional. When
Yeah.
he's like, look at me, I can't stop crying. He be grabbing shit.
Yeah.
He be doing a lot. It's a lot.
So, I don't care if people agree with me or disagree, but for me, the worst movie in 2021 it's something like when I watched, I instantly regret it. I had to hurry. Actually, that movie was so bad. I went actually to apologize to my mom because I was up, building the shelf, watching this movie, and I said, "I'm gonna make too much noise watching this bullshit." I'm so sorry. That's how bad for me. I had to watch the Mitchell vs. the Machines after that movie.
Oh man. Okay.
That is my worst of 2021.
All right.
Jesus.
I'm getting the shows.
What you say?
I'm getting the shows. You gotta apologize to someone for being angry at a movie. That's a bad movie. I'm like, dang. All right.